Okay, so let's unpack this. Welcome back to the deep dive.
Most professionals have their paid AI subscriptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
They know the features, they're using the tools, we call them AI-literate.
Mm-hmm.
They're efficient, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but they're missing out on the biggest gains. The real transformation happens when you stop seeing AI as just a tool and, start treating it like a 24/7 collaborator.
Today, we're analyzing a really crucial guide that breaks down exactly what separates, the top performers from everyone else when it comes to using these new systems.
Yeah.
The mission for us and for you is to understand the core difference between just efficiency making old work a little faster and true transformation,
Right.
designing fundamentally better work with AI at the center. We'll look at these specific habits, from AI breadcrumbs to building swipe files, that move you to that highest level of mastery.
And it's important we define these terms because I think everyone feels like they're already using AI pretty well.
Absolute.
And they might be, but maybe not at the level for real compounding leverage.
Exactly. The source material suggests that working with AI falls into roughly 3 clear levels, and most smart, busy professionals are kind of stuck right at level 2.
Mm.
So level 1 is the AI curious. This is the experimental user. They use the free tools. They play around with them maybe once or twice a week.
Right, it's optional.
It's totally optional. There's no compounding benefit to their work because they haven't really committed to a system.
Then you get to level 2, the AI literate. Now, this user is genuinely skilled. They pay for the subscriptions, they keep prompt libraries, they know which model to use for what task.
They're invested.
They're invested. But here's the kicker, the fatal flaw.
Yeah.
AI is still just a tool applied inside their old existing workflows. So they're doing the same things they always did, just maybe 20% faster. They get efficiency, sure, but they're missing the transformation that comes from redesigning the process itself.
And that leads us to level 3, the AI native. This user is a system builder,
Yeah.
workflow architect. They approach a new project and they redesign the process from day one, starting with the assumption that this intelligent collaborator just exists 24/7. AI becomes a genuine force multiplier. Their work compounds faster with less effort because the process itself is just fundamentally different. It's built for collaboration.
What's so fascinating here is that the jump from literate to native, it's not about writing better prompts. It's not about getting more features. It is about fundamentally rebuilding how work actually happens.
That's the real shift, isn't it? If we connect this to the bigger picture, what is the core difference in the mindset between level 2 and level 3?
Level 2 asks how AI can help an existing process. Level 3 asks how to design a new process, assuming a 24/7 collaborator.
That reframing sets the stage perfectly for the first habit.
Yeah, this is the easiest habit to adopt, but it has this, outsized impact long term. The main problem is that we treat AI chats as disposable, one-off things.
Right, you use it and you forget it.
Exactly. And I'll admit, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself.
Yeah.
You spend 20 minutes getting the perfect sequence, the perfect tone, and then 3 weeks later, you can't find that exact thread.
Oh, it's the worst feeling.
It's so frustrating. And that frustration is the sign you're leaving performance on the table.
So the solution is actually pretty simple. We call it leaving AI breadcrumbs. You have to anchor your AI conversations directly to the work where you're using the output. So instead of letting those chat threads just live in isolation in the app history, which is organized by time, you create a unique URL for the conversation and paste it right into your document.
The core productivity principle here is so clear it should be obvious, really.
Yeah.
Organize your information about where you will use it, not where you found it.
Okay, think about preparing a big presentation. You've got a Google Doc for the project, right?
Sure.
You just create 2 tabs. One is the final outline, and the other is called AI breadcrumbs, or helpful hints. That hints tab is where you anchor all those chat links.
And the process is so clean and quick. You ask the AI to optimize a prompt or analyze something. The moment you get a great result, you immediately copy that unique URL.
And paste it right in.
And paste it in your document. And you repeat this for any refinement chat you do later. This just makes sure you can always return to that exact conversational context months later if you need to.
And a pro tip. Don't just paste the raw links. Add a little bit of context next to it. Something like Gemini chat on brainstorming the Q4 outline, or ChatGPT refining the talking points.
Yeah, that context is key.
The rule of thumb is if the conversation took you more than 10 minutes or, you'll need to reference it again, just anchor it immediately.
So this brings up a really important question about the value of that context. Why is linking the whole chat better than just copy the final output into your document?
The link retains the full conversation, so you can easily pick up the thread where you left off, even weeks later. That context is often the key.
Okay, so breadcrumbs solve the memory problem. But what about the quality problem? How do we move beyond getting consistently, B or B plus work from our collaborator?
Exactly. That leads us right into habit 2, building an AI swipe file system. This one takes more effort than breadcrumbs, for sure, but the payoff in quality is just massive.
So what exactly is a swipe file?
Well, historically, it was for, like, marketing copy.
Hmm.
But in this context, it's a curated library of best-in-class examples in your field. So emails, proposals, summaries, whatever you produce a lot of.
Okay, so most people at level 2, the AI-literate folks, they prompt the AI with basic instructions,
Yeah,
right?
like write me a business proposal.
Exactly. And they get a generic, competent result. An AI native user, on the other hand, opens their file system, finds the 2 or 3 best proposals they've ever made or seen, and gives those to the AI first.
This is the power move. They don't just use a generic prompt. They use a really focused structure, something like, analyze these attached proposals, list the key patterns, then apply those patterns to my draft content below.
And because the AI is learning from your absolute best examples, the initial draft it gives you is it's dramatically stronger.
Right.
You save so much time on refinement because the starting quality is already 90% of the way there.
That's where the leverage is. But it does require some discipline. The new habit you have to develop is saving excellent work immediately to the system whenever you find it.
Don't wait until you need it.
Don't wait. And you can start narrow, maybe just 2 or 3 repetitive things like project update emails or strategy docs. Just build that initial repository.
And structure matters a ton for this to scale. You have to organize your folders by use case. So internal comms, client proposals, not by source or date. This is the critical first step to get your work library ready so the AI can learn from your best stuff and replicate that quality over and over.
So what is the main outcome of training your AI collaborator using this kind of structured external swipe file library?
It dramatically improves output quality and saves time by letting the AI replicate proven high standards consistently. All right, now we move to habit 3. And this one is arguably the hardest to maintain consistently. But a bit like going to the gym, the long-term impact on your output is just massive. It's called AI-First task planning.
AI-first planning. So that means mapping out exactly how and when you're going to use AI before you even start a big project.
Yes.
It gets rid of that decision fatigue that stalls so many people mid-task.
Exactly.
You're deliberately breaking down a big project into small, concrete tasks first. Then you go back and you mark which tasks AI should help with, and this is the key. You specify the best specialized tool for that specific job.
Okay, let's use newsletter creation as a real-world example. You start mapping. Task 1.1 brain dump key concepts is marked as manual.
Right, because you need your human point of view.
You have to inject your own unique perspective. But then task 1.2, fact check the notes, is marked AI-assisted with NotebookLM specifically, because it's known for better document grounding and lower hallucination rates.
And task 1.3, turn verified notes into a short brief. That's marked as AI-assisted with Gemini, because that model has a bit of an edge in creative synthesized writing.
Yeah.
This kind of intentional planning gives you 3 big advantages. First, it cuts decision fatigue. You never have to stop and ask, should I use AI here? It's pre-decided.
Second, it increases quality and speed because you're matching the right tool to the right work.
Right. And third, it creates reusable templates. Once you build this map for a newsletter, you just reuse it next month. That's compounding leverage.
The rule of thumb here is, if a project is going to take more than an hour, just spend 5 or 10 minutes mapping the steps and tagging them first.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, how does that specific tool assignment prevent you from stalling mid-project?
You pre-decide the tool and the task. It avoids that mid-task analysis paralysis about when or how to bring AI in so you keep your momentum.
This last bonus habit really ties everything we've talked about together. It solves one of the most frustrating feelings for level 2 users. That awful feeling where you wrote a perfect prompt 3 weeks ago, it generated perfect output, but today you try to recreate it and the result is just meh.
Yeah, it's just, okay, you lost the magic.
You lost the magic.
The core concept here is maintaining a prompts database. You save those battle-tested prompts, the ones that leverage your swipe files and give you great results, into a central library.
And it's not about quantity.
No, you don't need 1,000 random prompts.
Yeah.
You need maybe 10 to 15 really reliable, high-leverage ones that work every single time.
And the key, again, is organization, the structure. Your database shouldn't just be a list of text.
Right.
It should have the category, like presentation outlines, the exact prompt text that worked, the context, so when and why to use it, and an example output. Maybe even an AI breadcrumb, a link back to that original conversation.
Whoa. That process of refining a perfect prompt, that often takes, what, 15 minutes of back and forth?
At least.
And imagine scaling that 15-minute time savings across your whole company or, across a billion queries a year globally. That compounding value, that leverage, that's what being AI native delivers.
So for someone listening who is ready to make this shift, what's the simplest, lowest friction step to start building this database this week?
Just begin by saving the prompts you use repeatedly. Things like rewriting rough drafts or analyzing long documents. The moment it gives you an excellent output, save it. Use a breadcrumb to link to the success story.
So what does this all mean, really? The key difference between AI literate and AI native is this profound but subtle mindset shift. AI literate users try to fit AI into their existing processes. They're aiming for marginal efficiency. AI native users redesign the entire process from the ground up to leverage a 247 intelligent collaborator.
And this shift needs momentum, not perfection. You have to start small.
Right.
This week, just commit to leaving those AI breadcrumbs. Hyperlink your chats into your documents. Next week, create a simple swipe file. Just 3 folders with a few high-quality examples, then map out one small project, AI first.
The goal isn't immediate, flawless implementation. It's just meaningful, deliberate progress toward a truly AI-native way of working.
Yeah.
And this approach, it doesn't just save time, it dramatically improves the quality ceiling of your output. It helps you produce better work than you ever could alone. So if you want to achieve true professional transformation, not just a little bit of efficiency, start asking this question next time you plan a task. How would I design this workflow differently if I assumed an intelligent collaborator was available and ready to help me 24/7?
That's something to mull over.